What is up, guys? We are live on Entree Woman TV. Uh, Diana here, super glad and pumped up to be with you guys this evening. So, before we even jump in, this is kind of impromptu a little bit. Wanted to come out, hang out for a little bit with you guys. I was actually in the office working on some stuff, kind of got worked up a little bit. I was like, you know what, let me go and hang out with the Entree community. So, entrepreneurs community, if you don't know what that means for short. So, let me make sure I get this shared out and everything like that. If you're joining live, make sure that you go ahead and hit the like button, drop a comment in the chat, let me know that you can hear me and see me good. So, want to make sure that all that's coming through pretty good. As far as I can see on my end, everything looks great. But so today I want to talk about why you can't listen to the haters. You have to really say at some point in your business, you got to say, screw the haters. And I really kind of got ticked off a little bit. It started with a rant, got a little bit ticked off just because I had a woman, and I'm not calling any names or anything like that. If you're watching, hopefully you don't get upset. But the thing is that I was sending an email out to my email community that if you are like this woman who I'm going to share with you her story in just a minute, then you can't let the challenges and the pressures and everything like that bother you so much so that you quit. And so what happened was, just to give you a little backstory, a woman inquired about small business coaching. If you don't know, I do small business coaching for startup entrepreneurs, and inquired about coaching. Was kind of already stressed out at that point. Had spent some money, a few $100s that she's saying that she really didn't have on trying to get things going, and was just kind of throwing money at the wall, trying to see what sticks, and nothing was sticking and nothing was working. And so it was super frustrating, which I totally get because it just is. You don't never want to be in a position where you feel like you're throwing your money in the trash or something like that. So I definitely understand where she was coming from. So, a few months go by. She finally decided to set up a consultation and things like that. And I, talk her through some of the challenges that she's having, a lot of mental issues as far as mindset shifts that would need to happen and things like that. And so in the email I was just kind of sharing how she had again spent a lot of money, and it just progressively kept going up and up and up. And I'm telling her, like, stop spending money, stop throwing money at things that you don't know about or that you heard about or somebody just told you about, got you, pumped up and amped up about it, and it's just not working. Like, you can't do that when you're running a business. You have to be strategic. In the beginning, you may not know what to do. In the beginning, you may not know exactly where to look or where to go, which I understand what those frustrations are and were, because, when I initially set up my very first business for the very first time, I had to go through those same things, which prompted me to actually get into coaching, start the business and the video marketing and things that I'm doing now today, building and developing the brand that I have, simply because I was getting asked a lot of questions. And so again, just to let me stop going down the rabbit trail here. And so this woman, it just really pissed me off because the idea that she have is so beautiful, and it is so important that this gift that she has and this idea that she has actually becomes a real thing, actually becomes something that, you know, uh, it becomes real, it becomes reality, it becomes tangible. Let me go ahead and trying to make sure this is all good. Okay, I can see the chat now. Cool. Great, we're good. So yeah, it has to become something that's tangible. And I know the reason why she quit, she had been dumping money into these things, into different people or whatever, not vetting the right people that could, help do certain things. I'm like, it may not be the best wise decision. And again, talking to a coach, she's like, I can't find any help. Right. Let's not state the obvious. So, but the whole point is that after you dump your money into whatever thing, system, program, whatever, if you don't apply it, if you just hope that things happen, or you just buy stuff not really sure where to take it or where to go, then it's kind of like, throwing money up against the wall, seeing what works. And she got so frustrated. And again, she quit. And I understand where she was at too, because I've been there. And so many of you may have been there. Maybe you're kind of there right now where you're like, I'm trying all this different stuff. Things aren't working for me. Things aren't really kicking off for me. Things aren't happening as fast as I would want them to be. People aren't responding in the way that I would want them to. You got to understand one thing. You got to be in this thing for the long game. If you're in it for the short game, if you're in it to, like I'm doing videos on YouTube, if you're in it to be a YouTuber, if you're in it to jump to superstar, high class, whatever status overnight, then not saying that it can't happen, but you need to prepare to be in it for the long game. Okay. And so it's just one of the things. And like I said, I've seen it happen with other people that maybe have inquired about coaching as well. And again, this, like she just quit sometime between this month and had inquired about coaching like a year ago. And I, followed up with her, stayed in contact with her and whatever. And you finally just get to the point, like, screw it. I'm tired of wasting my money. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of doing that. And, drops on the table. The idea falls to the ground, whatever, dreams and stuff like that. And so, like, I know today is Cyber Monday, and this is kind of what prompted this whole thing. So I know today is Cyber Monday. I've invested in some new gear. The camera that you're watching this on right now, as well as all the cords and some other stuff, some other technology stuff I had went ahead and picked up for Black Friday. Some of it came today. I've ordered some things early and they came in because it wasn't just like Black Friday and all the extra other stuff. It's almost been about half a month worth of sales going on so far. And so the thing is that you invest and you put your dollars where your thoughts and your minds are. You send those things out ahead of you. You got this idea. I'm trying to get this clearly. It's like I got it up here. Now I got to communicate it to you. So you have this thing that you want. You see it. You know that you want to do it. It's just like learning to drive, learning to ride a bike. What things do you need before you actually get to the point to where you can pass the test, right? So it's the same thing in any area of your business or anything like that. And I know I've been doing a lot of video content, probably even since the summer, really hard, because there is a shift, a serious shift if you haven't seen it, if you're not, cognizant of what's going on, there has been a serious shift in the past, probably 2 years, really, if not a little bit more, in video marketing, which is why I started incorporating these kind of trainings far more than just the how to and do this and some personal development, things like that. And those things are still very much important, but you have almost a year straight of weekly content on the podcast, from the blog posts, on the videos and things like that for those kind of things. Have a video course, Startup Creators Guide to Video, have the Startup Creators Guide to Video. Also have the Small Business Startup Blueprint to help you actually start that stuff. So I can just set it out there. And when somebody would need it, they can, get the course, have some access to me via email to get their questions answered and things like that. But get that stuff out the way to get the ideas and the things that you want to do out, make it tangible and things like that. And so, like, the title of the video is called Screw the Haters, because the thing about it is you will never invest in yourself to the level of what you probably need to for these Black Friday, for these Cyber Monday sales, if you don't believe that you can achieve it, if you don't believe that you can really have that thing, right? And so, I know, so let's jump back 2 years ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. And it's different purchases, different things that I'm investing in different coaches, investing in different programs, talking about several thousands of dollars. Okay. I'm not wealthy yet, but I do have access to some money, right? And so, income from the business, income from working, income from projects, income from other sources and things like that, right? So it's just not one source of income. Talk about that in a different video. But the whole thing is that, they're like, but in the beginning, they're like, why are you spending this much money on these kinds of things? To the average everyday person, to the average W-2 wage earner that has no intentions whatsoever to do any of the things of what you're doing or even think about, they're never going to do it. Never. They're never going to even think about doing the things that you're doing. So why would they even begin to understand why you're investing some of the things. And I know that some of you guys are experiencing that, whether you are doing YouTube videos and like, looking around, or my coworker's going to see me, is my boss going to see me? Is who's going to see me? And I did a video a while back, may have been a few months back, where should you tell your job that you have a business? And I'll link that up on the YouTube card after the live stream. But the thing is, like, you got to be removed from all of everybody else's opinions and ideas of who you are, what you should be, and what you should be doing in your business. Ergo, screw the haters. And it may not be somebody that's hating on you or anything like that, but it could be somebody that is just in disbelief that you can do what it is that you say that you want to do, that you can become who it is that you say that you want to become. So you have to be removed from what you think. One of the very first things I learned from my first mentor when I first got started in business: what other people think about you is none of your business. What other people think about you is none of your business. And so that single statement set me free. Whether it comes to, the things that you want in your personal life, the things that you want in your relationships with other people, the things that you aspire to have in the way that you feel and think about yourself, and all of those different things. And it really tapped into a belief system. And so even though, like, I know it's Black Friday, Cyber Monday, I really kind of wanted to do a stream just talking a little bit more about some sales. And, depending on if anyone jumps in or anything like that while I'm live, because I'm not intending to stay live for very long. Let me actually jump to just make sure real quick that we are still good here. Still saying I'm broadcasting well, but YouTube, if you go live, it starts to hate on you a little bit. But that statement set me free and allowed me to believe on a different level that I never believed on before. And every year it just continues to grow and grow and grow. And there's always another level. And so, again, with it being Black Friday, I know there may be things that may be currently outside of your financial reach, that may be currently outside of what you believe, you may achieve, whether it's investing in a software and you say, oh, I can't do that yet, or I don't, or you think that you don't have a need for it yet. One of the things that you want to prepare for, email in the community. If you're not signed into the community, go to smallbusinessstartup.com/newsletter, get into the email community, because some stuff that I share there that just isn't accessible anywhere else. So shameless plug there. So the thing is that there are certain things that you buy outside of the money that's currently in your bank account or that you currently have access to. Your buys and the things that you're investing in and this direction that you're moving in and the decisions that you're making will ultimately impact what you decide to buy. You'll get the little cheap thing because you may say, some of you, that, oh, I don't know if it's going to work yet. I don't know if people are going to show up yet. I don't know if this is going to work yet. I don't know if this thing is going to happen yet. Oh, what if nobody pays me? What if I don't get any clients? What if no one buys my products? And all those other different little limiting beliefs that can come to mind and stuff like that. And you have to be removed from that stuff. So again, I would submit to you the same thing that my coach told me. And actually, unfortunately, the gentleman that said that to me recently passed away. Incredible, incredible man. Incredible, incredible man. But what other people think about you is none of your business. And what you buy for your business to excel in the growth and moving forward towards the things that you want in life, sometimes that's nobody's business either. Nobody that will have a limiting belief. Sometimes you only want to share your dreams and your goals with people that are going to inspire you, that's going to encourage you, that's going to keep you accountable. And that's going to become very important as we start moving and talking more as we get closer to the new year about holding accountable to the things that you want. If you're setting a New Year's resolution, the whole thing about a resolution is to resolve a problem. I don't do New Year's resolutions. If I have a problem, I want to solve it as soon as humanly possible. As fast as I can possibly solve this problem and resolve it, I'm going to do it. If that's a person, that person has to be, dealt with in whatever way is applicable for whatever situation. But I don't have any issues with people. But if it's a piece of gear, this year was really a year that I invested in a lot of technological equipment simply because I'm not going to put my dreams on hold for a company to release another product. If somebody else has it, maybe it's a little bit more expensive, then it has to happen. Recently invested in a Panasonic G85, which is what you're looking at right now. I've already had this ATR 2100 microphone. It's by Audio Technica. Links in the description for all the stuff I'm talking about. I already had this a long time ago when I invested in it for my podcast, when I was kicking off the podcast. And so, needed a better laptop to do better video editing. Went ahead and got it. Needed a bigger monitor to be able to edit more space and have more real estate to work on. Went ahead and got that. For the things and the projects and just for, the speeches and the things like that that are on my list that have not even happened yet in preparation for those things. I have the equipment and I have everything, just about everything that I need. Next year, I know for sure I'm gonna have to invest in a serious hardware buy. Like I'm gonna have to get a computer built to do and keep up with some of the things that I want to do, but I still have a year's worth of growth in between there before that's necessary. But the whole thing is that you can't be afraid to invest in yourself. You can't be afraid to invest in your business simply because you're concerned with what other people may think or other people may say that you're wasting your money on or whatever. Whatever. You have to be removed from what people think and screw the haters. I didn't even have anything planned really of what I wanted to say. I just had a quick rant, I suppose. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and wrap this up because I actually have something else that I have to hop on to or that I want to, another live stream, another community that I participate in to where, I'm sorry, getting distracted checking something, but I just want to make sure everything's okay with the stream. But if you enjoyed our quick chat today about what we're going to say to the haters the next time we see them, I'm afraid of you. But definitely make sure you hit the like button. Definitely comment down below. And I'm when I say comment down below on this particular video, I really want you to comment down below. I want you to respond. And I want you to tell the whole community, share the community, what's one of the biggest concerns that you've had that somebody was going to judge you on? And let's just be open and honest about it. Let's really start a dialogue down in the comments below. Let me know, what do you think, or what was, even if you've grown past it now, what's one of the challenges that previously bothered you or currently does that impacts your decisions? So let me know in the comments down below. Even I'm going to respond as I always do, and I'm going to kick it off. But leave it down in the chat. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit a like, heart. Well, you can't do a heart, it's in Facebook, right? So hit a like on the video. Definitely share this with somebody if you think they need to have a word of encouragement. But as always, my friends, truly live with passion. Live without any thoughts of what anybody else is going to think about you in your business and where it is that you want to go in your life and the goals that you want to achieve for the success of you, your family, your business, your dreams, and your visions, and live with passion. I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Talk to you later, my friends. Bye.